Hello, Leo. Welcome to January 2019. I'm excited to say that. I'm excited to say 2019. It's going to be an amazing year. It really is. And I feel that genuinely. I genuinely feel it. Challenging, of course. Every year is challenging. Every year has its stuff. But this is a year when we can propel ourselves really fast. Queen of Swords coming out, your energy. She's sharp. She's intelligent. She is compassionate when she needs to be, but she can be harsh when she needs to be as well. She has the ability to cut things out. She has the ability to not put up with nonsense. People don't tend to BS with the Queen of Swords anyway, because she puts out that vibe of like, don't mess with her. Like, don't even try. Because if you do, you're going to be sorry. You're going to lose. You're not going to win. Like, no one can win up against the Queen of Swords. She's like the scary lawyer, right? The one that everyone knows is like a killer. You're in a position of power right now in your own life. And you seem to have, sitting in the driver's seat. What are you commanding? What are you beckoning to you? Hand out. What is she calling to her? I often see her as like beckoning something to come to her, beckoning someone. I know you may have been working on your manifestation. I talked a lot about that last month. With Mars coming into Aries, it's about aligning your frequency, right? Mars and Pisces is all about sending out the intentions, sending out the ideas, sending out the emotions. But Mars and Aries is like, okay, that's great and all, but like, let's put some of this stuff to work, yo. Like, let's, we got to do the things and do the steps to adjust our frequency. If you want to be a millionaire, you got to do the things that millionaires do, kind of thing, And I think that that's what is coming online for you. You're calling the opportunities, and the opportunities are coming. They are coming. 100%. The sun is, of course, it's your card, Leo, it's your ruling planet. And I'm kind of thinking of the kind of sun in Capricorn. Saturn ruled, coming across Pluto, coming across Saturn. You may be taking on this more like sword quality simply because your ruling planet is a bit, I'm not going to say it's there. I mean, there's no lack of brilliance. There's no lack of vibrancy at all, but it is more purposeful. It's more directed, as Saturn and Pluto would prefer, right? Like, if we're going to do something, we got to make it legit. We got to make it real. We got to make it really do something. So I'm wondering how powerful you actually are. Like, do you know how powerful you actually are right now? I hope you do. Wow. Luck, money, wealth, love. This is what you've been working on. You've been working behind the scenes. So sneaky. You've been doing it this whole time. Everyone else always talks about it, but you're like the ones doing it. You're the ones like going home being like, heck yes, I'm like rolling my candles, lighting my candles, writing things down, doing your little thing. Like, you're the ones doing it, right? Like, yeah, I want to be famous. I want to be rich. I want to be in love. I want to be creative. I want to be, prominent. I want to go do all these things. Well, here you go. Slowly but surely, the Wheel of Fortune is always a work in progress, okay? It's not an overnight thing. It's not like a tower situation. Sorry, this was another card that came out, Two of Wands. We'll talk about that in just a second. It's one thing at a time always. This represents the sun as it goes through the wheel of the zodiac, which is what the wheel represents, okay? So it's moving, it's changing, and as the sun transitions, so does your life, and so do the opportunities that come out to play. But it's no accident. It's please take credit for the good things that are happening, because clearly you created them with your mind. Clearly you created them with your hearts. So, I mean, they're yours. They belong to you. That's one thing I love about Leo, and I said this about Taurus too all the time, or I say this about Taurus all the time, is like they know that they deserve stuff. Like that's one thing I love about you. You know you deserve stuff. You know you deserve all the things. And there's no apology for that at all. None whatsoever. So there's gratitude, yes, for sure. A lot of gratitude. But also a lot of acceptance of being like, thank you, more please. Like, thank you, universe. I'll take some more of that, you know? Now is an excellent time. You've been doing the manifestation work, and now is an excellent time to really start living the way that you really think your life. And this isn't like a fake it till you make it kind of thing. I think that's kind of BS, right? But to live the way of the, like, let's say for example, you really admire like travel bloggers, whatever, like some social media thing. You really admire travel bloggers, because I get a travel vibe from this, okay? So that's why. And you're like, I want to be one of those girls. I want to be one of those people that goes and does that. Well, like, what's stopping you from going downtown and taking pictures, right? What's stopping you from going to the next city over and taking pictures? What's stopping you from going to the next state? You know, do it slowly, but do the things that the thing you want does. And you'll see the world come together, and you'll see that coming to fruition really fast. This is about dreams, Leo. This isn't about anybody else. This is about your dreams. This is about your goals. This is about what you want your life to be, what the legacy you want to leave. What legacy do you want to leave on this planet, right? Clearly you want to leave one. Sun, Wheel of Fortune, Wands. Clearly you want to leave one. You want to leave a mark. It's all going to come together. It's all going to come together like magic. Like magic. Should I just stop the reading right now because it's so beautiful? I'm like, I don't even know. I mean, clearly you've broken through some boundary. You've broken through some barrier that was holding you back before. Are you like sitting here, like, is that sword actually like a magic wand, you know? Like the sorcerer's hat in Fantasia? Like, is that what that is? The lovers. There's so much peace that comes when the lovers is manifesting out right with just internally, right? As a Libra energy, it's like Libra and Gemini, okay? So when we think of these two, the dualities of the scales, the dualities of the twins, when we're talking about it internally within ourselves, it's just like there's so much peace within yourself. I really hope that you're feeling that. It's possible for you this month, if you're not, through the power of meditation, through the power of just like ensuring that you have some successes, you know, even if it's something small, like accomplishing some little task that you have for the day, or I can't even think of anything. Just like small successes can lead to bigger successes because you change your mind and feeling that kind of chemical release of like, oh, I succeeded today, right? Oh, I feel good today because I accomplished something. I did something. It's like the more and more of those you can do, the more and more you like constantly want those successes. So you constantly keep going out and seeking those. So you become more and more successful kind of thing. And I feel like this balance is so critical, and I'm really feeling like you guys are either have already found it recently, or you are going to find it in the upcoming weeks. And how weird it is that we have this eclipse season, and for you guys, I see nothing but amazing. I see it's so all over the board. It's like all over the board. The effects of these eclipses. It's like, how do we really define this when it impacts everyone in such a different way? For you, it's happening in your 6th house, right? Yeah, your 6th house, house of work. Okay, so a lot of focus on work. Okay, great. That's a great place to have a lot of focus because it's a place where we accomplish. It's a place where we give. It's a place where we contribute. Is it your 6th house? Yeah, because Sagittarius is your 5th. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. And externally, lovers is also a card of romance. You know, it's a card of choice too, but we'll talk about the romantic angle. Do you have romance on the docket? Is that something you're wanting? Your back is turned to it, but it's around you. Kind of have like, you've got your magic wand in the center pointing up to the Wheel of Fortune. You've got Lovers, Sun, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Wands, all kind of like hovering around you. Love may be in line for you. The universe may be working. It might not happen this month, but if that's something that you're looking for, if you're looking for unity and peace within your existing relationship, very possible. Very, very possible, because Queen of Swords wouldn't have it any other way. She's making it happen. So many wheels. Oh my gosh, everything coming out upward. Do I have reversals in here even? Yeah, I got them. They're in there. Okay, so just FYI, they're in there. But we have a new turnover. This is and this is especially relevant to you because this is a card with Leo here, right? Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, the 4 fixed signs, the 4 faces of God is what they're called. So this is especially relevant to you because it's really turning over a new phase, a new era. It is a rebirth. You have so many truths now. You're operating in so much truth. Truth about your personality, truth about what your heart really wants, truth about what you want out of this life. I mean, once you're operating in truth, you do become unstoppable. Because like decisions cease to exist to a certain extent. Because when you're living in truth, there's only one path. And when there's only one path, you just have no choice but to walk on that path. Because anything else would be a lie. Anything else would be hypocrisy. So you're setting yourself up really well for any kind of success you want. Any area, any department. Aries reading was amazing. It'll be interesting to see how Sagittarius reading goes. Because I think the Mars in Aries really is affecting the fire signs. And like, wow, like you guys are, it's time, right? It's freaking time. Okay, Two of Cups reversed. So here's the first reversal. Let's pull out 2 more. 4 of Wands. Two of Swords, upright. So let's talk about this. It's not a big deal. Don't stress. It's simply communication, because the Lover, these are so similar. I often feel there's even like, you know, the wings and the kind of angelic entity up there kind of thing. So even though this is a card, you know, with the mercurial symbol there, the symbol of Mercury, I often see this as a difficult time with communication, but this still trumps this. And this being a card of Gemini, suggesting that, you know, it just may be taking on a more intellectual tone, a more rational, logical tone, but still productive and still high quality nonetheless. The problem is that like here you are experiencing this amazing turnover in your life, and it might not be exactly the way you pictured, but I do believe that you feel very solid in the way that it's going. But see, not everyone, like I said, it's such a mixed bag as to how this eclipse season is really impacting people. I mean, it's kind of like scary actually, because I'm like, oh my gosh, like how are we gonna like get along during this time? Because some people are like, dude, just chill, it's fine, you know, relax, it's no biggie. And then other people are like, oh my gosh, having like emotional crises, and other people are like working really hard, but they're not emotionally available. I mean, it's just like, it's more dramatic than normal. Because normally I have pretty consistent readings for all 12 signs. Of course, they all have their own special things and their house placements or whatever. But I mean, from the emotional and psychological standpoint, it's like, have you guys learned? Here's 2 camps: the people that have learned over the past year and a half, and the people who have not learned. And the people who have not learned, interacting with the people who have learned, it's like, oh my goodness. It's like adolescents dealing with old men. It's just, can really clash. So if you're finding yourself clashing with people and not vibing, seriously, don't stress. It's temporary. This is always temporary. And a major arcana or a trump card always beats it anyway. So if you are in fact feeling a little bit, I feel like I was feeling my eye, sorry. I think I do. My eye's a little bit red even. If you are feeling unbalanced, which I don't know, like, are you just feeling maybe a little uncomfortable because all this stuff is coming online all at once? You're seeing the shift all at once, and you're like, oh, like, wow, like you can really feel the build up to what's coming. Possible you're just feeling the build up. You're feeling like you're being prepared for something. It's not like you're preparing. You are being prepared. You are being groomed for this like next level of my Leo life. What is the next level for Leo? To be seen. To be seen. And some of you are going to just like take the next year and a half and just freaking move. Just move and go, and you're going to climb, you know, and you're going to be doing really great things, and you're going to be all in your zone and all creating and all this. When we get the Four of Wands in the foundational, right, center bottom position, this is, I mean, first of all, you have the support, the people that love you, you have your family, you have your friends, you have your circle, you have your network, you know, and then I think your social activity is actually really important for you this month. Being out there, being seen, being connected, and enjoying every minute of it. Enjoying what people feed you, enjoying the feedback. And as much as we like to say, you know, about the whole ego thing with Leo, it's important for everybody. Which is why it's important to be cheerleaders for people. It's important to give support to people that you support. Because we all need that feeding. Because we all need that confirmation that we're doing a good job. And I think if you go out there, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get confirmation that you're doing the right stuff. I don't see a lot of negative feedback here. I really don't. Unless you're like really tuned into that and you're really thinking, oh, I'm so terrible. You know, I don't even want to say the words because I don't want to put that in your ears. But if you're sitting there thinking all those negative things, then that's kind of what you're going to get back. But if you're out there being like, wow, look at all this stuff I've got going on. Look at everything to be so grateful for. Look at my family, whom I love. Look at my friends, whom I love. Look at my job, which I love. And going out there, and you're going to start seeing how it comes back so easily. Builds you up, and then you give more. It builds you up, and then you give more, and then you receive more. It builds you up, and it's just like this beautiful cycle of giving. You give to them, and they give to you, and it's just never ending. You're not going to be able to see the way that this is really going. And that's a theme. It's not just for you. It's really for everyone. What happens before the eclipse and what happens after the eclipse, like, are they even connected? It's like we're going to have regular life, and then like a couple weeks build up to the eclipse. We'll have the eclipse, and it's going to be about something totally different. And then we're going to go back to regular life. And it's just kind of like this weird interlude of stuff. But it's so critical that we have faith. This card is nothing if not a card of faith. Like I said, if you are aligned in truth and you know your truth and you know your path, there is no such thing as a decision. A decision doesn't exist because there's only one way. There's only one way to do something. There's only one way to be your absolute best. Sometimes it hurts people. Sometimes it makes people sad. Sometimes it hurts people's ego. Yeah, it's part of life. We all get hurt sometimes, you know, but ultimately you're going to know your truth and you're going to know your path. If you find yourself at some kind of a crossroads, because this card can represent some kind of a choice, we're getting a whole bunch of twos coming out. Two of Swords, Two of Cups, Two of Wands. So twos are that balancing act. So if you're finding like you are at some kind of a crossroads, or you do have some kind of major choice to be had, be cool. Queen of Wands, Swords, Queen of Swords, be cool. You don't have to make any decisions until you know the time is right. This is the Libra archetype, okay? And when we think of Libra, and when we think of how she I say she because it's a woman in the card, but he or she can be known for being wishy-washy or indecisive. They're not indecisive when they know. Like if they know, they can be the most decisive people. I know that as a Libra ascendant. Like if I don't know something for sure, I am like all over the place. I'm like going back and forth for like weeks. But if I know, and I just go do it, and I can do it in like boom, like a day, like no questions asked. There's no buyer's remorse with that. So when you know, you know. If you don't, you don't, and who cares? Who's this? Aquarius. Someone you care for, someone you are beckoning. Are you beckoning them? Are you manifesting them? Maybe. King of Swords is tricky. It's your opposite, right? Your Aquarian archetype. A little bit detached, maybe a little unavailable. Maybe you've had kind of something with this person for a while. Maybe there's ideas brewing. Clearly you have all your own stuff going on, so I don't even know if they're like really even involved. Are they even involved? Let's just pull the rest. I'm not getting any more information. Just King of Swords, that's all. Just him coming out. No information. Knight of Swords and the Chariot. I'm going to put the camera down so you can see this. Hold on. It's always a little bit strange when I do this, but give me 1 second. I'm going to turn the camera over to... So I wanted you to see this. Is this you? Is this someone else and there's like two people trying to get in touch with this person? Why? Again, I'm not getting a lot of detail here. These are the same. We have the divine entity in the center and we have the duality on either side. Okay, this is a card of Cancer, which makes sense, okay, because we have all the Capricorn activity. Cancer is the opposite there. But what I love about the Chariot is the connection with the divine within yourself. I love that the Chariot is control over the duality. There is strength here. And there is alignment here. And what have we been talking about? And it's because of this stuff that everything is really happening. I see this King of Swords in kind of a situation. Could be romantic, could be otherwise. They're not super happy about. Someone really, really wants their attention. On some level, I wonder if you also really want their attention too. You want their attention, but you also have so much going on. And I wonder if you kind of want them, like you're not about to move, they're not about to move. And you're like, I'll wait. This person is desperate for them, desperate to work with them, desperate to love them, desperate to be in their life. And he's not about to play. This person is not a threat to you in any way, shape, or form. And I know you know that, right? This person may have other demands on their time. Let's pull the clarifiers. Let's start with these. Let's clarify it. Let's see what's going on here. Have you graduated with this person? Card of Sagittarius now. Have you graduated with this person, from this energy? Were you at one point the Knight of Swords toward that person too? Let's look at the Chariot. Wowza. Let's pull another one. Lots to talk about in the comprehensive. Okay, let's look more clearly at this knight. Clearly, this knight is substantive. Hold on. Play it cool, Leo. Play it cool. I think you're seeing yourself. I think this is a mirror of who you used to be. It's not who you are now, but it's a mirror of who you used to be. There's something to be said for what's happening in regards to this person, okay? We'll talk about it. Lots to talk about there. So let's talk about this. Okay. We're getting the person, probably the same person. All the twos officially. Two of coins, cups, swords, wands. Two associated with the high priestess and the major arcana. Very feminine, very creative, very, I love that for you. Look at lovers. Oh my gosh, where are these cards coming from? Oh, good Lord. I don't even know. Like, how can we have, this is why comprehensives are so important. This is like the example, like right here, right? No way I could have planned this. I just let the story unfold as it needs to unfold. Do you know what this is? This is out with the old and with the new. I think that was Pisces reading too. Out with the old and with the new. That's what all this is. Okay, well, let's just end it there. This is just so you can kind of see what we're going to talk about. Not everyone is really interested, so that's totally fine. If you want to join me on the website, you're more than welcome. If not, then I will see you next month. Thank you so much for everything, you guys. I appreciate you so much. Okay? Stay bright. Bye.